This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
What is an environmentally sustainable society? What does it compose and how does it grow economically? Find all the answers in this environmental sustainability essay example. Introduction. The environment is an essential component of human life in their daily life. An environmentally sustainable society meets the needs of the individuals in society without destroying natural resources and protects them for future generations. Environmentalists are people who advocate for an environmentally sustainable society. Environmentalists emphasize the importance of the environment and seek to influence political processes to include policies that protect natural resources. The following is a discussion of how an environmentally sustainable society can be achieved. Environmentally sustainable society. An environmentally sustainable society can be achieved if the natural resources are taken care of by the present generation to mind future generations. The purpose is to ensure that there is continuity of the people in the society. The environment to sustain society can be achieved if policies that advocate for the protection of the environment are enacted. To sustain society, the environment should be conserved, refurbished, and improved. Major concerns are environmental pollution, land, ecology, biodiversity, and ethics concerning the environment. Political environmentalist actively campaigns for the conservation of the environment. They lobby and support education concerning the preservation and improvement of natural resources. They emphasize that individual behavior should be geared toward the preservation of the environment. Environmental conservation initiatives will make society come up with schemes to protect and sustain the environment for future societies. Such initiatives will lead to renewable energy as an alternative to sources of fuel that are harmful to the environment. Alternatives to electrical energy are sought. Environmental movements are effective in forming initiatives that maintain society by sustaining the environment. The movements have fewer followers than other ideologies. The curriculum has been introduced in some of the education systems to incorporate policies that are relevant to the preservation of the environment and society. The movements emphasize human rights, health concerns, and ecology, which are necessary for the well-being of every individual in society. To achieve an environmentally sustainable society, the oppression of minority societies should be halted. The minorities have been oppressed, and industrial waste has been dumped close to their neighborhood. Other injustices have been in the form of industries polluting water and polluting air, affecting the societies living close to the industries. Other organizations have made weak infrastructure that has collapsed and injured members of society. Others have been exposed to chemical toxins that have been carelessly handled by major institutions. To overcome the injustices and oppression of the members of society, environmental movements suggest that the implementation of policies that protect people and the environment should be fastened. To attain an environmentally sustainable society, the progress of the society should be taken care of the environment. The needs of society should be met to elongate their life and to enable them to live fulfilling life with health. Society needs to access safe and clean water for consumption. They also need a supply of food to sustain them. Protecting the environment will ensure that present and future generations can acquire safe water and food. Children are entitled to a safe environment. Society should reduce factors that may lead to infant mortality. In line with Dunlap and McCright, environmentalists argue that human beings are responsible for the changes in the environment. They also argue that the power to restore the environment is in their hands. Instead of viewing the future as a time where the inevitable will happen, society should take action to restore the environment. Since global warming is viewed as a threat, human society can do what the environmentalists recommend. Environmentalists recommend that people plant trees and protect the natural habitats of plants and animals. Political supporters of the natural environment have introduced national parks and national forests. The government's protection of the forest and ecology ensures that the ecosystem balance is maintained. It also shows the commitment of the government to the continuity of its people. Regulations on the environment play a major role in an environmentally sustainable society. Prevention of war is essential. War affects the environment and society. War destroys the environment and infrastructure. What is more, is that human beings' lives are lost. Changes that foster peace are necessary to enable people to live productive lives and cause positive change in the environment. Environmentalism views another form of the economic system as destructive to the environment that the society it protects depends on. Economic ideologies that seek to increase productivity and revenue by utilizing industrial technology with harmful emissions and pollution to the environment are discouraged. The scientific evidence on environmental change has made more environmentalists emphasize the need to rehabilitate natural resources. Scientific evidence points to the destruction of the atmosphere, different forms of pollution, and health problems as evidence. Other concerns of the environmentalist are the ability to provide food for the increasing population against the challenges of climate change. The state has a responsibility of protecting its citizens against starvation by implementing policies and schemes that will enable the production of food. Protecting the environment will benefit the entire human race on Earth. Conclusion: the environment is important to the human society. An environmentally sustainable society can be achieved if the society conserves and improves natural resources. Environmentalists seek to influence policymaking to conserve the environment. The major concerns of environmentalists are the change in climate, environmental pollution, biodiversity, ecosystem, preservation of land, and environmental ethics. This essay on what is environmentally sustainable society was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one, on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.